1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys have been forced to soldier on even though they have just 2 wins at this point of the year. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Ravens. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cardinals first down.
They'll go again with Benson. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Mike Green is there on the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The shotgun. It's Goff. Going up top. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it up. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
First and 10. Their own 1-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, and you say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So that's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out, and I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 11-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards. And another first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Second and inches. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Hey, how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field from the 39. Here's a first and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is gone. Here's a screen set up for Benson. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Play action now. Jackson on the run to the right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Jackson now on second down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play.
42-yard line.
Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Jackson up top again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Go. Ready. 13. Ready. Shot.
To the air one more time with Jackson. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Middle.
Again, it's Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's been unstoppable all year. That's his 27th touchdown of the season. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd down, 3 to go. They're trying to pick this up with the jet sweep. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Off the play fake. Jackson rolling to the left. He'll tuck it and take off. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gets himself up there after picking up the first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On play action, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now to throw on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Second down, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
We change it. Hey. No, we change it. Yo. You.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that thing through.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. Here's Goff. That thrown short, caught by Ryman. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 4. On second down, it's Benson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
Cardinals, first down. It's a gain of 6. First
shotgun. It's gone. A short one here, caught by McBride. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To throw is gone. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Here's third and 7. Goff to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. This one, returnable. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Jackson trying to get his guys back to the line.
Yeah. We changed it.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
180. 180. Hey, middle.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal at the
Throwing Jackson. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Middle.
Here's Jackson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this one.
That's the score. Ravens 17. Cardinals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. field. The Cardinals offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Goff. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. But will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down. Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing here is Goff. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. No signal. Timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And the Cardinals first down.
To throw is Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's second down.
A second down throw for Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Now Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Eagles. And this is Andre Yosivas. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Put it in the books as a 76-yard score. The Saints run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's Tutu Atwell. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. The Rams needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Well done here. It's a touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers. see there. On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. Jackson now. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Goff. Patch to the right side. Caught by the crowd. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 7. Here's Goff. The open man is Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Off to throw on 1st down. That's complete his big target, McBride. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down. Now, Goff. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Play action now. Jackson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
Again, it's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession. The drive begins at the 20. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Goff. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
13. Middle. 180. And it's up. You.
Now it's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Going for it all. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
180. It's hot. Report.
On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
180. Sit hot. 180. Ozzy, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, hey. No, we changed it. Report, report. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Baltimore. With that, he draws near the all-time record. He has 29 touchdowns on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Goff. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to... all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Max Melton. So they're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Tip Ryman, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Goff. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 80 yards! Touchdown, Arizona! Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Goff to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tack it on 2 points. Still a three-score game, as the difference is 18. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Off the play fake, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 18-yard line.
No, we changed it. Go.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. 33 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big one for the Ravens, and even 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And goal to go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Ravens. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cards offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Goff. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Throwing here is Goff. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Arizona.
Now a give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Now, Goff. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, they'll run. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Goff. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Goff to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
3rd and goal.
To throw is Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
4th and goal.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
Middle. Hey.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
18 yards on the play. And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Off to throw on first down. It's made right side by Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. Into space. Still going. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this game. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead.
Ravens 38, Cardinals 8. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense. Heading back out onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Goff. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. One final play. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.